All right, so we got Burley in here yet again as we hop into the Zoom. And we are going to have to move this right here. Look at that. We can just slide myself over now. Boom.
Can you see me?
There we go. We got you. We got you, and you're up, and you should be live, and people should be getting the audio. Everything should be going quite nicely.
Sweetness.
I got, hey man, you want to give a shout out to Hikaru? I hope I say his name. Hikaru. Yo sup in the chat. What do you want to say to him, man?
What
up, what's the shout out? Okay. All right, so here we go. Your initial reactions as you have, what is that, a Snapple? No, that's a soda.
A pooper.
Okay. All right, so we got Burley here. We're going to have Dennis be joining us here soon. Initial reaction to the game tonight. What's the main thing that stood out to you for the Bucks?
Giannis, man. Giannis, he's a beast.
You really can't say enough about the guy, right?
Can't say enough. He's a beast. Like, when he gets into that zone, the Suns just can't stop him. And the key with tonight, compared to game 2, Giannis actually had help tonight.
That's right. Yep. Holiday and Middleton really stepped up for him. Drew Holiday started to find his rhythm in that third quarter, hitting the 4 threes in the quarter, finished with 21. Middleton, 18 and 7. But they're putting him in, like I said in my monologue, they're putting him in that kind of two-man situation, pick and roll. So it gets Middleton involved. It gets Holiday involved. They're probably doing it a lot more so with Middleton than Holiday tonight after watching it. But it's not just give it to Giannis and watch him drive while Middleton stands there, no rhythm.
True.
It's giving Middleton opportunity to get some assists, handle the ball, and even shoot off of that, which he did score off of one of those. Yep, so for sure. So we're going to wait on, we almost got Dennis coming in here as well, and I'm going to put that Zoom link in the chat. But another thing that was, that kind of stood out tonight with Giannis, and I'll see if you can speak to this, even though they know, like, he may go to that mid-range shot every now and then, but they know he's going to drive, and they still can't stop it. Why do you think that is? Is he just too fast, too strong?
I would say it's because of his crazy length. His strides are insane. Like, even the announcers were talking about it, where from the three-point line, he could take just, like, one dribble, and then he can go for a dunk.
Yep, and he did that. It might have been 1 or 2 dribbles on Crowder in the, I believe in the third or fourth quarter. He catches on the left wing block area, rips through, goes to the baseline, and gets in there for the jam. And it's like, you know it's coming, and I'm definitely not one of those guys to sit back and say, you got to stop it. How can you not stop it? You know it's coming, because I'm pretty sure if I was guarding that too, I wouldn't be able to keep up.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those things where it's like, wow, you know,
it's almost
there's right, because you watch the tape, and you know this is the professional basketball, so these guys this is all they do, eat, sleep, breathe, right? So you're going to watch the tape, you're going to be ready for that move, and when it comes, you still can't stop it. That's when you know you're really good. And Giannis is really showing out this postseason, and you got to feel good for the guy too, especially after the last couple of, I mean, granted, failed postseasons where they blew that 2-0 lead to the Raptors in 2019, and then last year they get really, honestly, and Giannis goes down with an injury, unfortunately, but they're humiliated by the Miami Heat in the second round, and people are questioning if Giannis could lead a team, and there's no doubt about that now, right? They still have 3 games to win, but there's no doubt about that. From Phoenix tonight, what was the main thing that you thought was missing from their game that they really had dialed the past couple of games tonight?
I would say, honestly, in the second half, part of it was Booker, but I feel besides of Chris Paul, there wasn't enough like a fight in them. You know what I mean? Like, they were competitive, but I didn't feel they wanted it. Like games 1 and 2.
For sure. You could definitely tell there was a sense of urgency on the behalf of Milwaukee that just didn't feel like it was the same. Phoenix didn't match that energy. I want to welcome everyone else joining here as well. The loyal viewers and contributors. See, this is what goes on. You transition from being a viewer to a contributor. That's exactly what we got on Burley, Philip, Dennis. They're all here. Toss it over to Philip. He's got the Hollister shirt on. It's Bucks green. Man, what's the initial thought from tonight?
The Bucks looked like the Suns this time. The crisp ball movement, the bodies that were moving around on offense. Their offense looked so much better in comparison to last time, where it was just ISO ball from Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, and of course Giannis. This time, like, everybody was moving around, everybody was passing the ball. It looked like they were the better team overall tonight.
So I guess Bud Light, as people like to slander him, was able to make the adjustments between games, right?
Looks like it, yeah. Honestly.
Yeah, that I mentioned it already a number of times, but I think it was just really a game changer. When you have the ball in your hands and you feel like, even if you're not necessarily making the assist on that play or making that shot, you feel like you're involved. And putting Middleton and Holiday at times in that two-man game with Giannis, where we can pick and roll and you can make something happen off of it, versus just give it to Giannis and let him ISO, is a huge confidence booster. And obviously you saw it in just getting them in the rhythm of the game for Middleton and Holiday, that is, and you saw it in the box score tonight. Out of Phoenix, though, for you, Philip, what's the main thing that you saw that was lacking?
Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. They really need to step it up in the next game. Devin Booker, he was cold tonight, and DeAndre Ayton just fouled out, something that you usually don't see, because it looked like he didn't know what was going on, what was happening to him specifically. He did look a lot more shell-shocked. DeAndre Ayton he can't do this, especially when you don't have another big man that is capable of playing playoff minutes off the bench from Dario Saric because of his injury. So, DeAndre Ayton needs to really get his game together next time.
Yeah, I thought he started, to his credit, I thought he started really well. He was coming out aggressive offensively, hitting even some impressive mid-range jumpers that you don't normally see him knock down. But the foul situation, and once they got to that Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder lineup, I'm like, okay, the Bucks, I've been telling you guys, they have to take advantage of the size, right? And that was the time, and they really did. They were able to get it inside, do whatever they want. Is Dennis, is he there, or is he just off the camera right now? We're going to see. We're going to put out a feeler. I do want to get his thoughts here. There he is. What's going on, man? Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh yeah, cool. I'm so happy. Number one, my Bucks won this game. I just hope that they're gonna swing the momentum to the next game. And also Giannis back-to-back 41 points, 10 rebounds. Actually, this game happened quite early where I was, actually 3 a.m. in the morning. So I had to, wake up early.
Committed, people, committed, dedicated to get on out here.
Then I just saw I can't miss this stream because my Bucks won this game. I just hope they're gonna tie up the series. They have to just play the same way they did, and just tie up the series to 2-2. Right? I just want to see a game 7 in this series. I don't want to Suns in 5. I saw Mark in the chat. He was like, Suns in 5, no way. We have to come back.
Yeah, I hear that. The 5 can still happen, but the way in which that game went tonight, that wasn't just a win. They got beat down, and it's hard to win in Milwaukee. We've discussed that before. It feels like if any game is going to kind of shift the tide and shift the momentum, it would be this one. And the way in which the Bucks responded was serious. They got out there. And they weathered a storm too. They were down at the beginning of that first quarter, and then they won every quarter there on out. And they were the ones with the big runs this game. They had a 16-0 run at one point. They outscored the Suns 30-9 at the end of the second quarter. So that's the type of stuff we were seeing out of Phoenix, and they were holding on to the lead at home. But now Milwaukee they turned the tables and did the opposite thing. Here's a question. I'm going to bring it back to each one of you guys here. Alex first. Do you think at a 2-1 deficit, do you think the Bucks can still win this series? And if anything, do they got to win Game 5 or Game 7 if it gets there at Phoenix?
Yeah, they have to win one of those games because what was just going through my head is that Game 4 will be a pivotal game for the Bucks. Like, that'll be a must win because Phoenix home court is very tough. And
Agreed.
showed in games 1 and 2 with their fan base there. So
Agreed. Yep.
the Bucks will really have to step up in Game 4. So I think they'll have to at least win one game in Phoenix.
Yep. Well, that's for sure because they
both
don't have the
to win the title, being Game 5 and Game 7.
Yeah, if they lose a game at home. To Philip, the reason why I said Game 5 or Game 7, obviously I know they have to win one of those games. But the reason I ask is that could they win a Game 7 on the road is basically the point that I'm getting to. They did with the Brooklyn series. I mean, they're basically matching the Brooklyn series right now. If they go winning every single game at home, Phoenix does, winning every single game at home, Milwaukee does, and they arrive back at Game 7 and Milwaukee wins that. But could they do that this time around, or do you think the Bucks need to win a Game 5, or essentially the next 3 games, 4, 5, and 6 to close out in Milwaukee if they have a chance to fill it?
Close out in Milwaukee if they have a chance to fill it.
So I'm not gonna lie, I would rather see the Bucks win the next 3 if I were a fan of the Bucks, because when you start to sort of get that momentum of we can hold home, but we're not winning on the road for the first 3 games, it can be a little bit demoralizing from like that mental perspective. And we know that the Phoenix Suns, they have an amazing fan base. The energy over in their arena is really high, and plus, for Giannis, the free throw line, which is definitely a part of the Bucks strategy. I wouldn't want to be in Giannis's shoes every time they just count down from 1 to 15 every single free throw.
Yep, that's big. That's big. And part of the title of this video, I titled it, and when I do my titles, it's not just, because it sounds good. It's legit because we talk about it. Here's why the Suns got ran. A big reason that why they got ran in this game, and I'll toss it to Dennis after this, is because Giannis shot 13 of 17 from the line. He was much more locked in from the line. They did not give up those points this time, and they were able to keep the momentum in the runs. Devin Booker's performance obviously didn't help from a Phoenix perspective, but that's big. So to Dennis, do you think the Bucks could duplicate the Brooklyn series in this case, or do you think they can rattle off the next 3? What's the best route for them to take here?
For me, what I would say about the Bucks is they need to use the momentum that they have in Game 3 to Game 4. They have to swing it to Game 4. And as much as it's for the Bucks, it's been hard to win in Phoenix. Maybe they can try. If they can, if they win Game 4, it'll be okay. If they don't win Game 5, they force a Game 7 in Game 5. The Suns cannot allow to go down like 3-2 in the series. I know CP3 and Devin Booker will come back again, and but I hope Giannis and the Bucks just tie up the series. As much as I want the Bucks to win, I don't see the Suns blowing the next 2 games straight. So I don't see that happening. If the Bucks win Game 4, the Suns are going to win Game 5. So that's the thing about that.
Yeah, could happen. But just watch the last live stream. I said I don't see the Suns blowing it. They're so locked in, and then just just watch that happen. Okay, that'd be terrible for Phoenix. Okay, we'll wrap it up. We'll go around the round table here one more time. Start with Alex. Who wins the next game and why?
I think I honestly think the Suns will because the announcers they talked about it earlier where Monty Williams was just like in a calm, collected way talking up Booker, and the way that he goes about his coaching style, I believe, will really hype up the Suns. And you have a veteran leader in Chris Paul, who's a very team-oriented, him being the point guard as well. So I think they'll roll up together and pull out the Game 4 victory.
Game 4, resilient Suns. That's Burley's pick. To Philip?
I'm gonna have to disagree. I think home court Bucks are probably gonna keep it this time. Just the way that it's that much easier how you can sort of have the home fans cheer you on, the atmosphere, especially when I believe one of the announcers saying that, they have like about 20,000 fans.
Just outside, yes.
Outside.
25,000 outside.
Yeah.
It's crazy what they got going on.
Yeah, Milwaukee's home floor, they defend home floor like you said, so I gotta say the Bucks this time.
Going with the momentum. Dennis, I don't think you need to answer, bro. I think I know your answer, but I want to know why.
So, for the Suns winning Game 4, I would say it wouldn't be in the Bucks' best interest to go down 3-1. So I'll pick the Bucks to win Game 4. It's hard for other teams to win in Milwaukee. Just to echo what Philip said, but I will actually. It will be very interesting to see the Bucks even out the series. I picked the Bucks to even out the series to 2-2 because I really want to see a Game 7 in this series. I believe if the Suns go up 3-1, it's Suns in 5 or Suns in 6 maybe. The worst case scenario, Suns in 5. But I picked the Bucks. Because I'm confident if they play the same way they played today, they're gonna win this. They're gonna win this Game 4.
I hear that. I probably lean more toward Milwaukee in Game 4 as well. Although, just from history, having a 3-1 lead isn't necessarily the best thing. I think teams are starting to put that away a little bit more over the years, but still, I'm still of the camp of like no one wants a 3-1 lead. Yeah. It's dangerous, but I'm sure Phoenix would want that coming out, especially going back home, and they don't plan any monumental collapse. But yeah, I mean, an obvious note for them is Devin Booker, right? Like, he's been great all postseason. I think last series, and you're seeing a little bit, the field goal percentage is a bit down. It doesn't mean he's not impacting the game, but he cannot have another 10-point night and expect for them to win an NBA championship. He's just too much of an integral piece on that team next to Chris Paul, and the highest scorer tonight for them is Paul with 19, and you just can't have that. And so yeah, we'll see. And Bridges, a big drop-off. Big drop-offs from Booker. Booker had 31 in Game 2, 10 Game 3. Bridges 27 in Game 2 and only 4 tonight. So they were noticeable contributors for the Suns that were left out, kind of distant on the box score. So there's a lot for them to turn around, but Milwaukee played one heck of a game and they deserved to win that game tonight. So anybody final thoughts before we close out here?
It's going to be a fun finals.
Yeah, I think we could have 7. Dennis, you've said it many times, and before this series, I could definitely see it going 7. I think these teams are very evenly matched. I saw quick before you go, Suns have scored 336 points, Bucks have scored 333 through 3 games. So that just shows you how close these teams are.
Giannis is the true Finals MVP.
Oh, he's got to be the favorite. He's got to be the favorite if the Bucks can pull it out. The true MVP, the real MVP. All right. And wait, one final thought. Did anybody see that Nigeria USA? What just happened with that? This is a
Yes,
total
sir.
tangent. Dennis,
Um,
proud. We gotta be proud about that.
I mean,
Chimezi
okay.
Metu.
And that too.
I never expected the USA Team USA to lose because I remember the last time Team USA played with Nigeria, it was 156, 73,
73.
79.
Yep.
Yeah, it was so it was an
83-point
83-point
turnaround.
deficit.
Oh my
So
goodness.
okay, I don't know what was wrong with KD. You know, KD got blocked. I mean, they are not playing that like the same way they play in the NBA. I mean, it was just relaxed. They weren't getting the usual. They're not turning it up. So I can say, okay,
Yeah.
Nigeria just stole that game. But I just can't wait to see the next time they'll meet because it's gonna be a bloodbath because USA just got beat by Nigeria, so I expect a war in the next game they meet. So yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that team is not looking forward. Whoever they play next in these exhibitions is not looking forward to seeing USA out there because USA had a Game 3 Suns performance. I think they're coming back better next time because they got to wake up.
Yeah.
Take out their
All right.
frustrations.
Thank you guys yet again. Wednesday, Thursday for you, Dennis. It'll be Game 4, and we'll see. We'll either be talking about a 3-1 lead or Bucks tying the series. But either way, this finals just got good, and I'm glad I did not have to fake bringing the extra energy here tonight because the Suns would have been up 3-0, and I would have tried to manufacture the energy. But the energy is there, along with the rest of Milwaukee and all their fans and everybody. So, all right, thank you guys for joining yet again, and we'll say peace out this section of the live stream.
All right.
peace out.
Peace.
All right. All right, thank you, everyone. If you're still here, again, you're a real one. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back with more Topic Tackle coming soon. Another live stream after Game 4. This series just got good, people. You're going to want to be here. Sound off in the chat. Join the Zoom if you want, and we'll be back with more Topic Tackle coming soon. Stay solid, people.